Look at this example. This time, you're supposed to look at the variables and the exponents. Okay, this is very important to organize this problem first. I have x squared and I have minus 6xz and I have 9z squared. So I have to write this in this order. Minus 6xz plus 9z squared minus y squared. Next, we're supposed to factorize the quadratic trinomial. I mean this part of the problem. And I have parentheses. And I have to write x and x. Why? Because my leading coefficient is equal 1. X times x gives me x squared. Next, I have to look at the sign which is next to the third term. The sign is positive. It means that the signs in my factors are going to be the same. And because I have negative sign next to the second term, both of them are going to be negative. Next, I have to find two numbers which multiply by each other are going to give me 9 and add to each other are going to give me negative 6. These numbers are 3. I have negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Negative 3 plus negative 3 gives me 6. But we have also z. Okay? We do not have z next to the x. That's why I'm not going to add z next to x. I have z in the second term and third term. That's why I'm going to add z over here and over here. Let's check if it's going to work. X times x gives me x squared. X times negative 3z gives me negative 3xz. Minus 3z times x is minus 3xz. Okay, so minus 3xz and minus 3xz gives me negative 6xz. And minus 3z times minus 3z gives me positive 9z squared. So my factoring is okay. I copy down minus y squared. X minus 3z times x minus 3z is nothing else, just x minus 3z to the second power minus y to the second power. Now I have difference of two perfect squares where this part is going to be my x and this is going to be my y. I'm going to apply this formula in order to factorize this expression. The formula says I have to have the difference of x and y. That's why I'm going to write x minus 3z minus y times x minus 3z plus y. Okay, next I'm supposed to eliminate the parentheses. Okay, so I'm going to have x minus 3z minus y times x minus 3z plus y. And this is the solution to my problem. In this example, just take a look at the second part of the problem. I consider this as the first part and this is second part because this one has variable x and these have a and b variables. Okay, so that's why I'm going to write x squared and I can factorize negative 1 from all these terms. That's why I'm going to factorize negative. And inside of the parentheses, I'm going to have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, now what we're supposed to do over here, we're supposed to automatically see that this is nothing else just the square of the sum. Okay, if some of you don't see that, we can always factorize. So let's factorize this. So I have x squared minus, and I'm going to have parentheses because my leading coefficient is equal 1. I'm going to have a. Okay, next I have to look at the sign which is next to the third term. If it's positive, means both signs in my factors are the same, and because I have positive sign next to the second term, both of them are positive. Okay, next I have to ask myself what I'm supposed to write over here in order to get b squared in my third term and 2ab in the second term. I would say b. Let's check if this is correct. A times a gives me a squared. A times b gives me ab. B times a is ba, which is basically ab. AB plus ab gives me 2ab. B times b gives me b squared. So this is the answer for the factoring of this quadratic trinomial. Next, we're supposed to rewrite this expression as x squared minus a plus b to the second power. Why? Because a plus b times a plus b is a plus b to the second power. As you can see, this is nothing else just the difference of two perfect squares, where this is going to be my x and a plus b is going to be my y. I have x minus a plus b, and I have x plus open parenthesis a plus b. Next I have to eliminate the parentheses, and I'm going to have x negative times invisible positive gives me negative a, negative times positive gives me negative b, times x plus positive times positive is positive, positive times positive is positive. And this is the solution to my problem.